Get woke, go broke. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I know that happens a lot of times, but I think there's some institutions, corporations, whatever you want to say, that they get woke. They might not be going broke, but the more woke that goes broke, the better, in my opinion. So we got a few different things to talk about in regards to this wokeness shit that unfortunately is sweeping across the globe, or at least in Western countries. We're going to talk about Cesar Chavez Day. We're going to talk about Bruce Jenner. I'm going to talk about Disney. Walt must be rolling over in his grave. And about the current administration here in the U.S. So today, if you didn't know, is Cesar Chavez Day. Who the fuck is Cesar Chavez, you might be asking? Well, since I'm here in California, he's kind of a big deal to some people, mostly to the woke crowd, right? I guess he was basically a union organizer for farm labor, and they won't let you know this, but he was anti-illegal immigrant. They overlooked that part though because the leftists love the illegals. But anyways, my understanding is that this is a federal holiday. If it's not federal, it's definitely a holiday recognized by the woke state of California. Um, I think it's disgraceful that this guy's day is recognized, but we don't recognize George Washington or Abraham Lincoln's birthdays. And people say, well, we have President's Day. I agree with Dennis Prager. That's meaningless. It's bullshit. Right? I think, that Washington and Lincoln, probably the two most important, the two greatest, the two most significant presidents this country ever had. Some of you might not agree, but I'm sure if you put your list of your top five, both of those guys are going to make it and probably be one and two in many, if not most people's estimation of the greatest presidents of the U.S. And not only that, we also no longer recognize, or at least our government here in California, I don't know about the federal government, Columbus Day, right? Columbus discovered America. Well, he didn't discover America. There were already people here. Well, we all know that Columbus discovered America for the Europeans, and I don't forget about the Vikings. But as far as the historic significance, there wasn't mass migration and colonization of the Americas after the Vikings came here. And was there mass migration of indigenous folks? I mean, depends on what you consider mass, but I say yeah. But this is from a Western civilization perspective, a Eurocentric perspective, and people are like, oh, that's racist, that's xenophobic, that's chauvinistic. You need to have a global perspective. Well, I'm talking about the greatest civilization, which is Western civilization. And if you don't believe that, then, that's your belief. I'm not going to try to persuade you otherwise, and I don't need you to try to persuade me otherwise. I think if you look at the accomplishments of different civilizations around the world, well, figure that out and then come back to me. But, you know, once Columbus discovered America, if you have any clue as to what happened in history, then you know. But the fact that we don't celebrate Columbus Day, Washington's birthday, Lincoln's birthday, but we celebrate Cesar Chavez Day, that's just a joke and a half. Pretty much everything woke is a joke. So that's that. Then the other thing I saw talking about places getting woke, And I guess they probably did it because they think it's going to boost their ratings. I think it's going to hurt their ratings. I saw that Fox News just hired Bruce Jenner. You can call him whatever you want. I call him Bruce, and I call him a he. I don't know if he went and took a fucking scalpel to his fucking junk or not, but even if he did have that stuff removed, he's still got a Y chromosome, right? So he's a man, he's a he, and it's not homophobic or transphobic for anyone to say so. And the next item on our discussion of wokeness is Disney. Poor Walt Disney must be rolling over in his grave at the disgusting mess that the Disney Corporation is these days. They spent all this time and effort trying to oppose the allegedly don't say gay bill over there in Florida, which, don't say gay, that's a mislabeling, which is something the left always does. But, not only is Disney out here, and their freaking executives tweeting and getting on leftist fake news sources and coming out saying this, that, and the other thing about different political issues. Now they're talking about they're going to increase the number. Increase. I don't think they had any over the years, and why would you? From what I saw the other day, I think it was last Friday, Jesse Waters had a segment about the perception versus the reality, and they did a poll what people thought the percentage of various things are and what the reality is, and I don't know how they base the truth or whatever, but people were under the impression that there's like 20% of the country are trans and that 30% of the country is gay, and the actual numbers is 3% of the population is gay and 1% is trans. But the way in the media you see it all over the place and the Twitter sphere, you would think that there's a lot more trannies and gays running around. They're just the squeaky wheel. But, Disney says they're going to be putting a lot more LGBTQ XYZ elemental P characters in their movies. So, Disney used to be a thing that parents loved to take their kids to see a Disney movie. And Disney used to promote a lot different stuff than what they're promoting now. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Disney's a huge mega freaking corporation, right? So they're probably not going to go broke. But they've already had that Disney Plus channel. A lot of people sick of that and canceled that. So, they can afford to take pretty big hits, these big corporations, right? They don't give a fuck what individual people do. But, what I find most troubling about this wokeness is when it's taking over our governments. I live in Los Angeles, California, so the local level, the state level, it's all woke here. And most troubling now is the federal government with the numbnuts administration that we have right now. The wokeness is just getting out of control. The latest thing going on is, as of April 11th, I think, the United States is going to be issuing to U.S. citizens, when you go and apply for your passport, you don't have to identify as male or female. I guess they're going to have a male, female, and X. So, gender neutral passports. This is ridiculous. It's stupid. And, I kind of wonder if you're going to have, person over here with a passport that's not identifying their sex. There might be some countries that don't want you that aren't going to let you in, right? You talk about countries like African countries, they're not all into this woke bullshit. They're going to look at your passport, male, female, Other? Well, there's no such thing as other. And if there is such a thing, it's a tiny percentage of the population. And for the U.S. government to be doing this is fucking stupid, is dangerous. It can lead to more woke bullshit happening, and it's not good for society. But, the stupidity of the current administration goes beyond just gender identity crap. It gets involved in all our fucking international foreign policy. And, the sooner we can get this guy out of there, the better. And people are like, oh, we can't have him impeached because then we'll have Kamala. Well, I'd say get rid of both of them. If you get the Republicans taking over the House and the Senate come the fall, and then flip Congress like that, then, impeach the whole damn crew. And you're already going to have, if you're already control the House, then Piglosi won't be the speaker. She'd be next in line after Camel Toe. So get rid of all three of those people. I mean, how much more are we going to let this country get destroyed by these fucking assholes that are in power right now? But, anyways, I could go on more, but I'd rather just end the rant right here. And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.